What's going on, everybody? Eric here with driverlineup.com, world's okayest steering wheel holder. I told you I would make a video tonight about the truck and the process. Brad, I'll send this link to you, but you'll probably see it. Pretty good news. Well, so far, good news. So for those of you, if you don't know, Country Trucker Brad is going to be driving this truck. This is a 2022 Freightliner Cascadia, and he's waited damn near this entire year for this truck, and he's gone through thick and thin, and Jen and I couldn't be more grateful that he's willing to, you know, put in the patience to get to this point. So I'll put a link to his YouTube channel down below. He's probably going to do a full tour of the truck, maybe. I don't know. I think he mentioned that he was going to do one. But Brad, I got pretty good news. Obviously, I will have discussed this with you before this video's up. But on the truck inspection, everything is pretty damn good. The only two issues are that either 3 of the tires are bad or not holding air, or the tire shop didn't properly air them up. I don't know which it is, but 3 of the tires were at like 67 pounds, which is crazy. So they were, and then one of the sensors wasn't working, so they had to replace one of the sensors for one of the steers. So I took it and had them fill it up. It's going to sit overnight to make sure that they actually hold. I would hope that, I don't know, it's either they put 3 brand new tires that won't hold air on the truck, or the tire shop only put 70 or so pounds of pressure in the tires, which is crazy to me that you would let a tractor roll out a tire shop with 3 tires under 70 pounds. So I don't know. So we'll see. If it doesn't, when I come back in the morning, which tomorrow morning will be Saturday, if it's losing air, then I'm making them switch the tires out, which they have to take the tires off tomorrow anyway, because the black rims are not yet here. Springfield Powder Coating is picking them up today, or was picking them up this morning, and they're dropping them off tonight, which will be Friday night, which means I won't be able to come back to get them put on the truck until tomorrow. So that's the only thing I was able to find. Everything else in the truck is fantastic. Tested everything. The LED lights are pretty nice. They're not as nice as the new ones you can order for the Peterbilt. The new ones you can order for the Peterbilt are like a whole other level. But it's got the LED lights. It's got, obviously, as you can see, pop for the curtains for the windows. I don't know why Prime doesn't just order these for all the trucks. I think it's really cheap that they don't. And what's worse is, if you don't order these with the truck and they don't even come with the tracks. And that to me is so cheap that they won't even put the tracks in the truck, even if you don't order the curtain. But anyway, I got the curtains. What else we got on here? We got, I got the visor on it. I don't know, there's a couple things. This seat is a little bit upgraded with lumbar and a couple other things. Partially leather. It's not the top of the line seat, but it's not the stock seat either. It's pretty comfortable. It's more comfortable than what I have in my Peterbilt. But Jen and I are buying our own seats for the Peterbilt when we find the seats that we want. So I know there's some other extras that I got in here, and I just can't think of what they are. I don't know. Anyway, it's everything's good on the truck except for the tires. And there's another thing now. Some of you new Freightliner owners may notice this. They've expanded the seals around the doors so much to keep them quiet and to keep a good seal, to keep hot and cold air out, that you got to slam the door to get it to actually properly close. And I actually thought that at first that it was a problem, because I mean, like, you really got to slam it. If you just pull the door shut, it doesn't, you know, you really got to slam the door. So I thought there was something wrong with it. I was like, oh, I hope this is not warped or something, because that's going to have to probably go back to the shop, to Freightliner. Well, I get up there in line at Bay 21 or whatever it is, where you turn in your inspection sheet, and the Freightliner behind me and the Freightliner in front of me were brand new, and they had marked the same thing, that they had to slam the door. And the guy was like, oh yeah, that's every single one of them. He said it'd take you about 2 weeks to get it flattened enough to where you could start pulling the door closed. So those were really the only two things that I marked on the inspection form. Everything else that I mean, I didn't find anything else. The truck is in really great shape. Drives really nice. I haven't driven a Freightliner in a long time, years. So it took a second. The transmission is, these things, when you haven't driven a Freightliner for a long time, they kind of have a little bit of a buck. But it, you know, just a little jaunt around the yard, and I already had the hang of it again. But the Peterbilt just takes off so much smoother. But it rolls really nice. It's comfortable. I think it's going to be a great truck. They did replace the windshield, because I had told you guys that it took a rock on its transport up here, so they did replace the windshield. And it's got it does have the 3 months Sat XM radio, 3 or 6 months. After that, just let me know and I'll get it set up to continue on. I know you're going to want some XM radio action. So I have to go get a chain rack on it, which I'm waiting for the detail shop to call me back now. I already got my permit book and license plate for it. And it's got its, you know, like toll pre-pass, way station pre-pass and tolls and all that. So I already got that. I haven't signed the lease or the lease purchase agreement for it yet, because I had to go over to the plaza to get comm checks. So I gotta write $8,500 in comm checks. So, but I should have, I'm hoping to have all this wrapped up by 5 p.m. today, so that then tomorrow when I come back and get the rim swapped out, I can get fluid stocked up on the truck. I can get trip sheets, some more comm checks, detention stamp, load locks, all that good stuff kind of stocked up on it. And then Sunday, Brad is going to drive the truck to my house to get the refrigerator on it and the chains, because the chains are at my house. So I didn't think I was going to be able to get the permit book, so he can leave Sunday night or Monday morning. I think actually there's maybe a payroll thing we have to work out, so he may not be able to leave until Monday morning, because I don't think my payroll advisor is going to be ready to have all this good stuff implemented until Monday morning. So it's possible he's going to be sleeping here in the truck Saturday night, tomorrow night, and Sunday night. So but anyway, I just want to let you guys know it's gone pretty smooth. The process for a second truck is no different than the first truck. It is exactly, so if you order a truck, standard lease purchase, the only difference is you're paying a buttload of money on your deposit. But everything else is the same. Now, I've gone through this process 3 times now. When I ordered my first Peterbilt, which was a standard lease, when I got my second Peterbilt, which was lease purchase, the truck that I drive right now, and now this truck. So I didn't even have a checklist on the last truck and this truck. I kind of just now know what to do. But it is a lot of hustle, because you don't want to stretch this out. When when they give you the key and the code for the truck and the inspection form, like it's haul ass. You want to get this stuff done fast. So, you know, running around and getting all the paperwork stuff you need together, getting your permit book, your license plate, your load locks, anything to detail shop. I got to get a mattress put in here. Even though Brad has a mattress that we gave him that's a really nice mattress, that mattress is at his house. So he's going to have to roll on a shitty Freightliner mattress until he gets some home time next. But you're hauling ass all day. I remember how stressful it was the first time when I upgraded and I got a Freightliner Cascadia. It was pretty stressful because you didn't already know everything that you needed, and you didn't already know where to get everything you needed. So, you know, it was pretty stressful. For me now, it's not stressful other than I just want to get things moving. My payment on the truck does not start until next Friday. So I have a week without a payment. So that payment will only have a half payment, not on the next settlement, but the settlement after that. So I actually have some good leeway on this. So not super stressed about the truck getting off the lot. I know Brad is probably more stressed than I am because he wants to get out there and start crunching some miles. But the truck should be ready to roll by Monday morning. So, man, I'm really excited about it. I'm really excited about it because now that I'm getting over this hump, which was this truck, now I'm ready to start tackling some of the things that I need to tackle next, which I'll be sharing with you guys on this channel over the next couple months. There's other things in motion to continue to build and continue to just, I'm Twisted Big D. He has me on this word of just be vicious, and I love to surround myself with people who are ambitious and vicious. And if you're a builder, if you're just like no time to waste, I want to be surrounded by people like you, because that motivates me. It pumps me up. I just talked to a guy, a subscriber, who just came to Prime because of this channel. Came to Prime with his wife. He owns his truck. He came to Power Only, and just the conversation has me motivated, man. I'm not slowing down. Like, the foot is on the pedal, and I think, and I hope you guys are, ready to come along the journey, because there's a lot of stuff in motion that I haven't discussed on this channel yet, and it feels really good to get past this stage, because this has been a big one. This second truck, it's just been a big one for us financially. My deposit's less now because I've been leasing for a couple years, so my deposit's down to $11,000 or $12,000 per truck. So this year we've put down cash $24,000 plus, I want to say about $5,000 or $6,000 in extras for the two trucks. That's $30,000 that we've come out of pocket this year to get these two trucks up and running. Plus, as I said in my live, there's just so many things, like the rims. The rims are $450 for the black rims around the truck. Then it's like $150 to have all the rims put on the truck. We bought Freightliner, the nice Freightliner matte floor mats for this truck. Then I had to get the black hubcap covers and all the black lug nut covers for the rims, because if you don't get those, then you just got this weird hub sticking out there. So had to do, so that's $185. You're just racking up these costs. Now that's okay, because those are all business costs, and they're going to work against my tax obligation, or work to help and complement my tax obligation. But it's just, man, this is just a big hump to get over. And I'm excited to move on to the next few steps. So anyway, some of the things that we'll be talking about over the next few months is, understanding how all this works with our settlements. I talked to Brad on the phone the other day. I was like, man, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, I don't know what, I don't know what this is gonna look like. Brad's pay structure is very customized between Jenna and I and him. But it's just gonna be, one of the things that I appreciate about Brad is not just his patience. Of course, that's a huge part, but also his willingness to kind of work with us through this, because we've never done this before. So it's not like there's a lot of things that we're confident, and we're confident that we're quickly going to become competent in it. But at the same time, there's some things that we don't know shit about, that we just have to work our way through. And, there's I don't know if, he can charge things to the truck, of course, as he needs, load locks, anti-gel, anything he needs to get through the terminal, he can charge to the truck. But we want to create a situation where if he needs to get things when he's out on the road, if he's got to get a load lock at a TA or something, I don't want him to have to come out of pocket for that kind of stuff. So there's just a lot of things. There's a lot of things we really got to think through and work through to figure this out. So, I don't want to get detailed about what he's paid or what he makes, because that's his business. That's between us and him. But I certainly want to be open about what it takes and the things you need to think about if you're going to build a private fleet. Because, just to give you an example, it was weird for me to roll through the plaza today and put 25 gallons in the truck, and they asked me my main truck number, which is 272-200, and took my Comdata card, and so that 25 gallons got charged to my other truck because this truck wasn't in the system yet. So just little things like that where you're now financially supporting two trucks, and that feels like a lot to chew off, but at the same time, two trucks are out there working for your business, so it's an interesting animal. Because I remember when I first started with Prime, when I was in TNT, I almost went company because I was terrified of that $5,000 a month nut, to go lease. And then I decided to go lease when I upgraded, and I remember how overwhelming at first that it first felt, taking on all the obligation of running a truck business with that one truck. And to now be buying and operating and running two trucks is it's an interesting journey. My hat is tipped to Junior Honduras and the others that we know with multiple trucks, because it's quite a journey. So anyway, I just wanted to give you guys a Friday night update on that. Also, it's cold in Springfield. I don't know where that came from, because yesterday morning it was hot. We were sweating delivering 100 miles from here yesterday morning. It's supposed to be 41 degrees in Springfield tonight. So it's things have changed very quickly because it's windy and it's cold. Everyone out there on the pad is bundled up like Eskimos. Shows you how deacclimated we all got, how quickly it happened over the summer. Because here in a couple months, we're gonna be wearing t-shirts when it's 45, 50 degrees, but right now it feels cold as shit being out here. Anyway, guys, man, I thank you guys so much. The people that I've talked to today at the terminal, it is so encouraging hearing people say, I came to Prime because of your videos. I cannot tell you how much that means to me. Man, that's just freaking awesome, you know. And if you're on your way to Prime, it's still a great place to be. Freight is still great. And I wish you the best on that journey, and you know, just thank you guys all so much for the support. Even the comments of support are really amazing. So thank you all. You've been an instrumental part of getting to where Jenna and I are today, and I'm looking forward to kind of bringing you guys all along for the journey to get to where we're going to go tomorrow. So, all right, guys, be safe, make good decisions, and as always, drive to thrive. Talk to you soon.